Hi, I'm Lisa Marie Falbo. Welcome to the Mental Health Association in New Jersey's 20th Annual Evening of Excellence. We are pleased to greet you virtually this year for a celebration of hope. The Mental Health Association in New Jersey is a statewide, nonprofit organization that strives for children and adults to achieve victory over mental health and substance abuse disorders through advocacy, education, training, and services. Over the next 30 minutes, you will be hearing from many members of the MHANJ community about how the organization has been fulfilling their mission in spite of the COVID-19 pandemic. In hearing these stories, we hope that you will be inspired to contribute in any way to help further the Mental Health Association in New Jersey's mission to improve the state of mental health here in New Jersey. Now let's hear from the Mental Health Association in New Jersey's president, Carolyn Beauchamp.
Welcome and thank you for joining us and for supporting us for our 20th Evening of Excellence. I also want to thank all of you who helped us create this event. It has been a team effort and it has been a really wonderful one. The Mental Health Association in New Jersey is a statewide advocacy organization dedicated to improving the lives and the treatment options for people with mental illnesses or substance use disorders, and sometimes both, through a framework of social justice, community organizing, and advocacy. Education, training, and support are some of the methods we use to reach our goals. We believe that people can and do recover and lead productive lives, and our mission is to facilitate a path to health. As community advocates, we must be aware of challenges and threats in our society and our environment that contribute to mental illness or to barriers for recovery. Currently, our country, our state, and our people have been gripped by two crises: the COVID-19 pandemic and racism. What you will hear today from our staff, from our board members, and from those who have benefited from our services will be how an advocacy organization responds to health-threatening crises by creating change and offering hope. Our organization of over 175 staff and volunteers across the state responded to the pandemic early in March, dedicating themselves to reaching out, coordinating with other important agencies, and creating a remote network of helping groups. The support and the leadership of our staff and our board of trustees and our funders was essential to our success. In addition, we created a new program to draw attention to the heroic work being done by professionals and peers in the mental health community, our HERO program. You'll hear more from those who planned, participated, and benefited from these important initiatives. Thank you again for being with us today. Enjoy, and please continue to contribute so that we can continue our good work.
Despite the COVID-19 pandemic, the Mental Health Association in New Jersey has never wavered in its promise to promote good mental health, reduce barriers that prevent people from seeking or offering help, and build a strong base of support and network of services for people with mental health challenges. Let's learn more about the inner workings of the Mental Health Association in New Jersey from some of its esteemed leadership.
Since the pandemic started, we have offered hundreds of groups to thousands of people, and we'll continue to do that. One program I would really love to highlight around our COVID-19 support is our FEMA SAMHSA grant. It's our crisis counseling program, and it's called New Jersey Hope and Healing. It's providing emotional support to anyone impacted by COVID-19. And it's this collaboration with the New Jersey Department of Human Services, the Division of Mental Health and Addiction Services, and the Disaster and Terrorism Branch. And when I say crisis counseling, we're not talking about traditional therapy. These are counselors who are also going through the pandemic themselves. So it's kind of this neighbor helps neighbor model, building on those community supports that are already out there. So that's a lot of the work that we have been doing. All of our services, our virtual support groups and our text line, are offered in English and Spanish. We have our call center. Sometimes they are the first person to talk to someone who's in need. But we also have our text support in Spanish and English. And individuals can receive emotional support that way, because for some, it's more comfortable right now to be able to text. Also, in our text support in English and Spanish, you can receive motivational messages throughout the week. I received one this morning, and I will tell you, it's really helpful to be able to wake up and see that message on your phone. And then our virtual support groups are also in English and Spanish. We have three Spanish groups every single week, free and open to anyone in New Jersey. We just want people to know that if they need emotional support, it's available. COVID-19 has impacted every one of us, all of our emotional health. And for individuals who are, in need, we want them to know we're a phone call away, we're a text away. Jump in on one of the virtual support groups. The Mental Health Association has so many programs and services. So our New Jersey Hope and Healing is just one program. We have so many, but all of our services are no cost to anyone. They're all free. They're all open to anyone in New Jersey. And we want people to know that, because at a time where individuals are experiencing financial strain and stress, we do not want that to get in the way of reaching out for emotional support. So we absolutely want people to know that those services are free. And that's why it's so important to rely on donors and grants, because we want to continue to provide those free services.
New Jersey Mental Health Care's call center is a call center available to provide emotional and psychological support for New Jerseyans throughout the state. Our call center is open to all individuals. We offer confidential services, we offer non-judgmental services, and any question concerning mental health, any question concerning well-being, we are available to help people figure out what steps are best for them. And we also serve as a sounding board to help people figure out emotionally what's going on, and to help them with whatever social or relational issues that they may present. Disaster mental health services is one of the services that we do offer, meaning that we help people during disasters. We've been through 9/11, we've been through Hurricane Sandy, and now we're here facing COVID. But COVID is particularly different because the services that we do provide are all virtual. Our call volume tripled in exceeding amounts because of the limitations throughout the state for mental health services. We have an amazing staff who have been so committed during this time of the pandemic. We're talking about issues of grief. We're talking about issues of anxiety. We're talking issues of housing and people with concerns about their finances. We're talking about people just fears about their own lives. We have all spectrum of individuals calling our line, and we are positioned to be able to provide that support.
One of the things that makes the MHA really an incredible organization is that they attack the issues on multifaceted ways. They attack it in terms of systemic issues, dealing with the executive branch and the legislature. They provide services to the mental health population, particularly those that are in recovery. With the pandemic coming on, it has made life very difficult. And for those people living with disabilities, particularly those with mental health problems, substance use disorder problems, it has been even more difficult. So the organization has really been in the forefront to try to make the provision of health and mental health services to this population more effective.
Everyone in the Garden State, and frankly, around the world, has been impacted in some way by the COVID-19 pandemic. Let's hear from some members of the MHANJ community about how the organization provided emotional and physical support during these troubling and unpredictable times.
December 6th, I wound up in a hospital, not knowing that I had the COVID. To this day, I still go through a struggle. I still get weak. I got diagnosed with diabetes in the midst of this. I'm ongoing with therapy of steroids, but with the great work of support of, the mental health associate, going through my downtime of my own mental problems of feeling stressed out, I was able to reach out to one of the workers there to assist me and give me that courage that things are going to get better, even though my health wasn't what I expected to bounce back as. Why I would donate to them, they add that extra helping hand when you need it. when you need that support in your family.
Because of the support groups that, just New Jersey Mental Health offers, I'm able to kind of, when I'm having a tough day or something else, there's so many other groups that I can just jump on if I just need that extra support or something like that. And being offered so many Zoom meetings for different issues, different things that are going on, and especially in my world, has helped tremendously to keep me sane, with everything. The group that I belong to, it's a family member of other families that are in the same situation that I have been in or are in now, with a loved one that suffers from substance abuse. That's what I am there for as a family member, to help others. And also it really helps myself to learn new tools to better communicate with my son. But I think we could offer so much more through donations and time. I just feel that they're just amazing. And we're very lucky to have an organization like this.
We have multiple programs, all for individuals with either mental health and or addiction challenges. All of the staff are considered peers, so they're individuals with lived experience. And they are really just working to help individuals by offering additional support and helping them identify their recovery pathway for both addiction and mental health. And we also have our community wellness center for individuals to come to just get that additional support. So now, because of COVID, we are completely virtual, and we are offering support groups 7 days a week, and we are offering them almost all day long, as many as we can offer, just so that individuals have something to do if they are feeling like they need that support. People watching should donate to the organization because it's an amazing organization. It has changed my life. I often say that it wasn't just a life changer for me, but it saved my life, and it really, really helped me. And I've seen it help so many other people, and everybody can relate to mental health and or addiction somewhere in their life, whether it's themselves or family member or friends. And everyone has someone they know that is struggling from something. So MHA is really here to be that additional support. And by donating, there's just so much more that we can do and give to people.
COVID has been challenging. I think the Zoom groups is awesome because, at least we have some kind of communication and connection. I've had a lot of new consumers come in, and they were enjoying the group. So I always talk about isolation. One of the things I suffer from is for a long time was depression, and that led to a lot of isolation. So for me, it's important that we don't isolate ourselves.
Since March, my life has changed in a number of ways, similar to how everyone else's lives have changed. I've learned to be more flexible in my scheduling and in my life. I've learned to slow things down a little bit and process how I'm feeling. Our organization is so unique and adapts so well to the changing demands that we see, no matter what it is. It could be Hurricane Sandy, it could be a worldwide pandemic. We are able to see what the community needs, listen to that, and provide those services in a unique way. And any donation would help with supporting those efforts.
Hello, my name is Rosemary Scapitulo, and I am proud to be part of this amazing organization, the Mental Health Association in New Jersey. To say 2020 was a difficult year is an understatement. But for a moment, I'd like you to reflect and think about your family, your friends, your neighbors, and all New Jerseyans. Today, tomorrow, or next year, the Mental Health Association can play a critical role in their lives. We would like to ask all of you if you would be able to partner with us so we can continue the great work of our mission, continue to expand our community programs, as well as being an advocate for all mental health. We appreciate any donation you may be able to give us today. Small or large, it makes no difference. We appreciate you being part of this event with us, and we wish all of you and yours a happy holiday season.
Thank you, Rosemary. Now let's hear a song of hope from a dear friend of the Mental Health Association in New Jersey's, Lynette Shear.
Way up high, that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops beneath the highest chimney tops. That's where you'll find me, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds, they fly, and if bluebirds can fly over the rainbow, why then, oh, why can't I? Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops beneath the highest chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Over the rainbow, bluebirds, they fly, and if those bluebirds can fly over the rainbow, why then, oh, why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly above the rainbow, why can't
The Mental Health Association in New Jersey would like to introduce you to the behavioral healthcare heroes that they are honoring here today. The Behavioral Healthcare Hero Program was conceived by the Mental Health Association at the beginning stages of the pandemic to highlight individuals who are putting forth extraordinary efforts to help those with behavioral health disorders and their family members during these challenging times. The theme of this award is Choosing Hope, and you will hear a few words from each of the 6 heroes about how they managed to serve and offer hope quietly, without any knowledge that they would receive recognition for the important work that they do every day. We are inspired by their dedication in achieving victory over mental illness and substance use. The MHANJ is proud to introduce their 2020 heroes.
The Hero Project was put together to recognize people on the front lines that have risked their lives in going forward with what their jobs normally are, and those jobs became very abnormal in the beginning of this pandemic. And so we believe what we did best was recognize people that went above and beyond, that were creative. The more I read, the more I talked to people, the more I realized that there is so much that we can do. The Mental Health Association of New Jersey does incredibly important work, from advocacy to running programs to the communicating with clients and clinicians. And we're slowly emerging from the era when mental health was put on the back burner. And I think it's getting more attention because it needs to have more attention. Can't think of a better organization out there that is fighting on the front lines to improve the circumstances for not only the people with mental health challenges, but also the people that care for them.
The frontline workers, a lot of times, they don't get the recognition they deserve. And I think we wanted to just let them know that we think so highly of them. We appreciate everything they do, particularly during this pandemic. I mean, these are people who are putting their lives at risk. They all bring something to the table, but they really love what they do. And they're all authentic in what they do. So we want to recognize people like that. The people who go to work every day and do that kind of hard work. That's what this is all about.
It feels good to be recognized. It kind of like lets me know that the job isn't done yet. It lets me know that I got more work to do. I work at Ancora, and like we got folks that come in with dual diagnosis and all that kind of stuff. My thing was to be the best clinician that I could possibly be, and I enjoy restoring the hope in folks' eyes. Like it or not, each and every one of us has a mental illness struggle within our families. Because mental illness, I grew up in the next room from mental illness as a kid. My older sister is 11 years old, and I actually seen how she was treated, and I seen the stigma. And as soon as we can recognize that and not put them in the box and get caught up with the stigma, we can get them the help that they need so they can have productive lives. And that's why if there's an association, thank God for you people that we can really get the word out, and we can work together to this common ground of everybody being mentally well.
I am a counselor at Jesby House. I work with clients who have intellectual and developmental disabilities.
And in the counseling department, we provide individual, group, and family or couples therapy. So just providing support and interventions and any type of counseling techniques that we can provide to help just facilitate a better functioning and overall well-being with life.
I think this pandemic has really highlighted the importance of mental health services. We were strictly an in-person program, and then that kind of changed all of a sudden. Prior to this, we've never used telehealth services, so it was a lot of kind of teaching ourselves everything that we needed to know to start doing services as quickly as we could.
I myself had never done telehealth in any form, but I think it was also a challenge to then teach to the clients how to use the technology.
For everyone, these last few months have been very stressful, so something like this just means a lot, to have your hard work recognized.
We were putting together these wellness boxes, so we raised enough money to build 50 wellness boxes, and these boxes were given to our staff members identified by supervisors that were either home and sick themselves or caring for a sick family member or who had lost a loved one to COVID. And it was worth it when we were delivering these to our colleagues. Seeing a smile on their face or getting an email saying thank you so much, this made my day, really brightened up a dark spot, and it made it all worth it. I'm honored, and I'm very thankful to my colleagues that nominated me for this. I'm also incredibly thankful and so proud of my coworkers. In my mind, it's not just my award. I share this with them because we really all worked together. Our mental health is integral to living our best lives. And the Mental Health Association does so much great work. I follow them on Facebook, and to see like all of the tips that they put on there, and the articles, and the self-care ideas, and just everything that they're involved in, it's just amazing, and it's important to support them.
We essentially closed our outpatient temporarily and turned the building into an infirmary, where I donned PPE, full Tyvek suits, gloves, sanitizer, and I worked very closely with our clients who were actually COVID positive. We had about 10, I want to say. But I felt like that was just like, I'm young, relatively healthy. That's what I'm supposed to do. Like, I'm supposed to help my clients who are most in need. That's why I got into this field. So it was just, when I heard that I won this award, I was excited. I was really grateful to my supervisor. MHA bringing awareness to the addiction field I feel is also going to bring awareness in general to addiction, which I think is really important. There's so much more to just helping the behavioral health care. It's the whole field that MHA is helping.
I was so proud and so humbled to be recognized in this, because we're surrounded by heroes, and without our fellow heroes on staff and in our supervisors, we can't do this alone. The Mental Health Association is like a sentinel standing in the background, giving help to whoever asks for it. Over the years, we have turned to the Mental Health Association many times, and I could say firsthand that the Mental Health Association has gone above and beyond too. They should be in the Heroes Award.
The Mental Health Association in New Jersey is grateful to the sponsors of our virtual Evening of Excellence and the Behavioral Healthcare Hero Program, including at the Platinum Community Leadership level, Investors Bank and RWJ Barnabas Health. At the Silver, Wellness, and Recovery level, Hackensack Meridian Carrier Clinic, Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey, Pfizer, and United Healthcare Community Plan. At the Bronze Anti-Stigma Ambassador level, Delta Dental, Janssen Pharmaceutical Companies of Johnson & Johnson, Dan and Janine Kane, Sprout Health Group, and Trinitas Regional Medical Center Department of Behavioral Health and Psychiatry. We also want to recognize all of our Ad Journal donors. Please visit our website, MHANJ.org, for a link to the Ad Journal. The MHANJ extends a special thanks to their high-level advertisers. On behalf of the Mental Health Association in New Jersey, thank you for joining me on their 20th Annual Evening of Excellence. For more information and to make a donation, please visit MHANJ.org. Thank you and have a peaceful day.